Okay, so for orientation purposes, here we have anterior, posterior, inferior. Okay, so we have, actually I'm gonna start on this one because it has the other stuff. So here again, we're just looking at the inferior surface. We have these two coming up to be, what are these guys?
Anterior cerebral.
Vertebral.
Oh, vertebral. Oh,
Right, the vertebrals coming up. And then they join together to be the what?
Basilar.
Right. Right over the brainstem. Very good. Okay, so here we have these two little guys are the superior cerebellar. This one and this one. So if we just hold this, that guy and that guy, these are your posterior cerebellar coming down. And then right here, you have your posterior communicating branch, posterior communicating branch. You have your internal carotids right here that then go to feed the middle cerebellar right there. Oh, middle cerebral, pardon me, middle cerebral. I was like, that doesn't sound right. And then the middle cerebral right here as well. And then here you have, so here's the optic chiasm. If we just fold that down, we have the anterior communicating, anterior cerebral right here, anterior cerebral. And then those continue up in between here, and you have a little bridge between them right there. And that is the anterior communicating, right? And then they continue out that way. So just brief overview, we have the vertebrals, basilar, superior cerebellar, posterior cerebral, posterior cerebral. You have your posterior communicating, internal carotid, middle cerebral. Then you have, if you flip this down, you have your anterior cerebral and then your anterior communicating. Over here, we don't have all this part that we had on that side, but we have what would be the basilar right here. And then we also have those superior cerebellars as well. And then the posterior cerebellar, cerebral, posterior cerebral. And then I don't think that maybe this is the posterior communicating and these little guys right here, but I'm not buying it totally. But then we have internal carotid, and then we have middle feeding back this way. We also have middle feeding back that way. You can see that in there. So it's coming all the way back. And then we have a really good anterior. So here's anterior cerebral, continues out this way and out that way, and then we have a little bridge between them. That's the anterior communicating. Yay, circle.